already managed to take the glove box down, but what I wanted to show you was that one thing to look out for is this piece right here, and it hooks on to that on the glove box. So literally all you have to do is push this downward so that it unclips. Finger on this part. Will unclip it. Okay, so one more time. Once you have the glove box off, okay, in here there's a plastic piece, and it says airflow going downward. This is where the filter, the cabin filter, lives. So I'm gonna, to get it out, there's a clip right here, and there's an arrow. So I'm gonna move the clip in the direction of the arrow. Same here. People that engineered this car are thinking. Okay, now this moves in and out like so. I'm gonna take it. Ooh, wow, look at that. This definitely needs a replacement, or at least a good cleaning. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this thing out. Wow, look at that. So this is why it's important to change the cabin filter at the right interval. Add is that there's a ton of dirt in between the sections of the filter. So even if you tap it out, and I would personally, we'd just replace the filter. This cost, a new filter cost me $12. And the car has 12,000 miles. This is the first time I'm doing a filter, and you can see how dirty it is after only 12,000 miles. Okay, if you want the original Honda part, this is it. This is the part number 014520-355. I'm assuming anyway. I did not buy a Honda part. This is what I purchased at a local auto supply store. It's, from what I understand, it's made by Wix, but this is more of their generic brand. And frankly, I don't know that there is anything on the box that, yeah, it does say Wix right there. Oh, okay, replaces ATP, Wix, and Fram. So I really don't know who makes this filter. But the guy at the store told me Wix makes it, and this is just their cheaper brand. Okay, so you can see it comes in a plastic bag. I ripped it open already. I'm gonna take it out. Bag. And there should be an arrow on this thing. This is very generic filter. And next time, there's the arrow. Next time I will probably buy a Febreze a Fram filter with the Febreze stuff in it. I noticed those are pretty cheap on Amazon. They're like $7 or $8. Let's see. Arrow points down. Arrow points down. Insert it here. And back into the slot. It goes in. I am very sorry for the camera work. My first video, and I'm doing this using my iPhone. Okay, did you hear the clicks? This is now, well, is it? Try to pull it out, it won't come out. That's good. Kind of OCD about that kind of stuff. Okay, now it's time to put the glove box back on. To put the glove box back on, what you have to do is, as you can see right here, there are connection points that will hook onto that and that, like so. This is my first video, so see that it's not. I see why people was saying, it's difficult to video and do the work at the same time. Of course, that should be on. What I've figured out is that you pretty much have to shut it to the point where these pieces, sorry for the camera world, these pieces, where are they? Yeah, where they clip in, like so. Oh. Okay. Okay. And now I'll be able to, of course, I don't know that you're going to see any of this. I need to pull this piece out. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So finger from the back pushing up. We'll snap it back in. Pushing down with your finger on this. Now, bam. Works like a champ. Time to do the air filter. Okay, so here's under the hood of the 2016 Honda Odyssey. On the right side is the air box. It looks like there's a clip right here. There's a clip right here. There is a clip right here. Somebody's mowing the lawn. And I believe from watching other videos, what I learned was that this thing seats in right there, and the same on the other side. Right there. So at this point, now you've unclipped 3 clips. You can go ahead and lift the box up and out, because as I mentioned, it seats in right there. Except it's being it'll be, let's see. I went ahead and took the wire out here. Okay. It seems to make sense to me to remove that string there, that straight. And this shouldn't be necessary, but what the heck? Let's unplug it. I'll remember to plug it back in later. Seriously, it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, now that I've unplugged it, it's easy. Super easy. Lifts up and somewhat out. Yeah, you see those pieces, they would definitely go inside of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the filter out at this point. Ooh. Holy moly, look at that. That is dirty. So Honda says to change this out every 15,000 miles. I've put 12,000 miles on this car, my wife has, and we don't live in a particularly dusty area or anything like that, but this is super dirty, and I wouldn't want my engine breathing this stuff, so good thing I didn't wait any longer. By the way, is what it says on the filter. If you need the Honda original part number, perhaps this is it. Although there are other ways of finding this information, certainly. As you can see, this is a very dirty filter, and this is only 12,000 miles worth in an environment that's not particularly dusty or dirty. Honda says change it every 15,000, but I'm glad I'm doing it earlier. I have the same brand for the air filter, also very generic WF distribution. Don't know. Oh yeah, look at that. is made. It is a Wix company. Warranty information, wixfilters.com. What do you know? Okay, so this is just their sort of generic brand, I guess. Their cheaper product. Let's take it out. It's just like the original, so let's put that in. You may want to do something I like to do is vacuum out the debris that's inside here, because that's just going to end up in your new filter. Here's the mass airflow sensor. Here it is. I've installed the filter. Kind of hard to do without a third hand, so I did it before I hit the record button, but it slides right in. So now I need to reinstall the box properly, of course. So let's see. I figured out what I need to do to get this thing to seat properly. And what it is push down a little bit on this cover for the box, so that, there you go. Both clips, I think that's what I call them anyway, they seat so that they both seat where they're supposed to, which is right inside. You saw it happen. Right inside here. Oh man, yeah, light just gets terrible if I stick my hand down there. So there we go. Now if we come over and look over here, this guy is right where he needs to be. And now we can attach our clips. Alright, 1, 2. Three. Okay. Right my hand under here, make sure that it's properly seated, and it is. It feels that way to me. Now, let's plug our connector for the mass airflow sensor back in, and okie dokie. Good to go.